Hey, what's going on, guys? Jason Osborne, J.O. Vision, back again with another video. Today, it's all about portrait rescue. Sometimes you miss your shots and you don't know how to fix them. I'm gonna show you a missed shot that I took, this one right here. As you can see, totally underexposed, no detail, very dark. I missed the shot. I can't even say I didn't. But I'll show you how I saved that shot and turn it into this, using Lightroom and a little bit of Photoshop. Coming up. All right, so we're in Lightroom now, and as you guys can see, the shot is totally underexposed. I shot this at ISO 100, 50mm, f4, 1/640th of a second, which those settings at daytime shouldn't be a problem. What I'm thinking is what happened is that because it was such an overcast and cloudy day, the whites were very, loud, I guess you can say. And I think the camera sensor picked up on that and thought that it was gonna have to go with a lower exposure. I was in manual mode, so I'm not sure why I would have done that, but hey, who knows? I missed the shot, so I'm gonna show you how I fixed it. So first thing I like to do is when I miss a shot, I don't even touch anything. I like to zoom in just to see if there's any problems that I can see right off the bat. It looks like it was pretty sharp, in focus, and honestly, it might just be as simple as raising the exposure up. So that's the first thing I'm gonna concentrate on, is getting the light right in the photo. So I'm gonna go over here to exposure right here, and I'm gonna bring this bar up until I start to see it come back to life. And then it's just like, ooh, yeah, there you go, all right, woo. And that's a little too bright, but I'm gonna bring it down to about, say right here. Looks good. Now, you can bring up your exposure as much as you want, it's your photo, but for me, preferably for the look that I ended up coming out with this photo, I thought this was a good amount of exposure to go with. So I like it, you can see all the details in there, boom, no problemo. Now it is pretty flat, you can't really distinguish any lines or separation between the subject and the background and things like that. Everything is kind of blending together. So I'm gonna go over the contrast, and I'm gonna actually bump that up a little bit too, just to give it a little bit more depth and a little bit more power to those midtones to add some separation. And that's pretty good right there. Nothing crazy. Now you see the sky is all blown out just like this. Of course it is. It was a gray day, but some of the buildings in the backgrounds are getting washed out and things like that. This has so much white and power to the shot that I don't think lowering the highlights is going to do anything bad to the picture. So I'm going to lower these highlights all the way down, and nothing happened. I'm not really going to need them right now. Maybe I'll bring them up later, but right now I'm pretty good with that. Shadows. Now shadows are very important to decide what kind of tone and feeling you want this picture or your picture to have, okay? For this, I'm already seeing it. I just watched the Super Bowl when I was, and I'm looking at this and everything like that, and I'm like, I want this to be a super clean picture, everything in detail, everything is not hidden, everything is right there for the viewer to see. So I'm gonna punch the shadows up a little bit. Just a little bit, just like that. I could bring them down and make it super moody, but I'm not going for moody. I'm going for clean and bright right now. So here we go, bring some more details into the hair. I'm gonna leave it right there. Whites, if you hold the Alt key, you can see what parts are clipping. There's a little clipping on the right-hand corner. I'm just gonna leave that. Blacks, I'm gonna lower them down just a smidge, just like that. So right there, you can tell, wow, like you hit Y on your keyboard, you can see it before and after, boom, boom. Looks like a completely different shot. You would never have noticed that I missed this shot, okay? Some people might just wanna stop right there. I myself, I'm gonna keep going. Now I noticed that this shot is a little off. It's not totally level. So I'm gonna come down here to transform, and I'm gonna click level. And as you can see, it straightened it up for me. Now everything is looking right. I'm gonna go back up to clarity. I'm not gonna add much. I'm just gonna go about 10 or 11, that's fine. Vibrance, I'm gonna pump up a little bit. Not too much, maybe just a little bit, like 32, 34, here we go, something like that. Just get a little bit more subtle color in there. And the saturation, I'm actually gonna decrease a little bit so it's not overpowering and we have an overall consistent tone to the picture. Something like that is great. All right, Now I'm gonna come over to my tone curve. I'm gonna boost this because I want a nice light and airy, clean and airy type of pick. So I'm gonna go ahead and boost this up in the middle just a little bit, bring some more of those color out and detail of the midtones. I'm gonna click down here, drag some of those darker tones in the picture down, and I'm gonna lift the really dark ones up a little bit. Give it more of like a nice little fade almost. Give it like a vintage clean style fade. Just like that. Now, it's got a little dark in the hair and the face, so I'm gonna go back to my shadows and I'm gonna pump those up just a little bit more. Beautiful. So I'm gonna do with the curve. For the HSL, the hue, saturation, luminance, I'm gonna go to these yellows. I'm gonna take the yellows out. Now, if you see that in this corner right here, it just went from green and yellow to that, you know? I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna lower the oranges just a bit, not to make her too pale, but just a bit like that. The blues, if I wanted to, but I think that blue is good for the picture, so I'm just gonna fade it a little bit. I'm not gonna have it too blue like that, but I'm just gonna fade it out just like that. Everything else can pretty much remain the same. Now I'm gonna go over to sharpen it up a little bit. 97 is pretty good. And I'm going to mask that so that only mostly her and the outline of her is gonna be sharpened, just like that. Noise reduction, I did see a little grain in there, so I'm just gonna, and plus it's a female portrait, so it's okay. So I'm just gonna turn up the noise reduction a little bit, just to give it a little bit of that grain out of there and to soften it up. Post crop vignetting, why not? We got the space for it, so we're just gonna lower that down just to draw the eye into her. And the dehaze, we're gonna touch that a little bit as well to 11, nothing crazy. Now once again, you can take a look at this and see the before and after, and it's coming together. It's straight now, she's in detail, she's sharp, the pictures are looking great, so what else can we do? Well, I'm gonna go in and do some minor adjustments in here. I'm gonna zoom in on her face here. And I'm gonna paint over these eyes. Now the eyes are white, they are. Go to teeth whitening. But it doesn't hurt just to give them a little extra boost. Just like that. And then I'm gonna go to iris enhance. I'm gonna paint over her eyes just a little bit. Just like that. Check her skin, see if there's any major flaws. I don't see any, she has great skin. So I'm just gonna go back like that. And yeah, that works pretty well. For tutorial's sake and not keeping you here all day, we're gonna end this part of Lightroom and jump over into Photoshop. Easiest way to do that, if you have both applications installed on your computer, is to right click on the photo, go to edit in, and Photoshop should appear. Click on Photoshop, and then it will automatically open up Photoshop with the picture ready to edit. So we're gonna get that opened up right now. Okay, so we're in Photoshop now. I'm going to get into gradient mapping. Now you're gonna go to layer, adjust, new adjustment layer, gradient mapping. Hit okay. And this is all preferential, but for me, I like the white colors and things like that. I'm gonna start off with something maybe with a little cool temps. Darks, bluish, darks for the shadows. Really nice, slightly warm colors for the highlights. I'm gonna go to opacity. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. Turn my normal to soft light. There you go. I think I also will bring levels in, take away those darks just a little bit. And I'm happy with that product right there. After you're done, you can go to File, Save, and that picture with your Photoshop edits will be there waiting for you. And there it is. Simple as that. And there you go. I mean, this is how you go from, you know, a dark underexposed shot on the left to a beautiful lit shot on the right. I hope this helped you guys. Hey, so there you go, guys. I mean, everybody misses shots. You miss shots, I miss shots. It's just part of photography, but knowing how to fix those shots is what's most important. I hope this video taught you something, and I hope to show you that, you know, even though you do miss a shot, if it's just a simple white balance, you know, or exposure deal, don't throw it away. Don't delete it. Take it home, put it into Lightroom, put it into Photoshop, see what you can do, because as you can see from this video, a lot of times when you think you missed a shot, you just have to fix a couple things, and then you have a perfect one waiting for you after you're done. If you like this video, go ahead. You know I like my thumbs up. Like the video for your boy. I hope you show me some love and hit that thumbs up button for me. If you have a comment or suggestion, or you just want to say hello to the kid, hey, leave a comment in the section below. I always respond to all of them. I love conversing with all of you. So go ahead, leave a comment, and I can't wait to respond. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. You definitely won't after seeing that. But whatever, subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I see you guys who are coming back week after week to watch my videos. I really do appreciate it. Everybody else needs to hop on the JO bandwagon, get on it with everybody else that's joined the community and subscribe to the channel. And I really hope to see you guys come back if you haven't and hit that subscribe button. This is Jason Osborne, JO Vision, and I will be back with another video. I'll see you guys later, man. Peace.